middle range, and still waiting to break the lower high. But anyway, silver and gold are clearly a little weaker after the big run we had. Wouldn't surprise me to see a little sort of like y'all remember how we went up when we first hit 3,500 and the market consolidated for a couple of months? Y'all remember that? I think we're going back to that with silver and gold. In other words, you got the high in place and it will chop you up. And so you're going to be better off watching rather than getting in once that range is established. And so anyway, I think that's the kind of thing that's the kind of thing you got to be careful of, especially with silver and gold right now. It goes in a consolidation pattern. You can chop yourself up. Anyway, welcome to Sunday Night Planning. I know that we're going to have a great week because our process works. You listen, you show patience, and then you act when the setup's there. I will tell you that the T-Buzz 3-step was over the top last week with success based on the reports I got from people I taught it to. It works. It's just something I've been doing for years. I was able to, I guess, consolidate it into a simple couple of lessons, and people that took those lessons are smiling because they know what to look for, they know the time to look for it, and the picture they're looking for. So that's always good it's always good to get those kind of results from students that listen and stuff. So that's just one of many I'm going to start teaching, the T-Buzz 3-step. So tonight we're looking ahead. You got a market that I thought finished fairly strong on Friday, still below the monthly open, but at least was above 6,700 at the time. So just for the fun of it, before I get started, how about everybody here typing in where you're signing in from? Just give me an idea of how broad. We've got a big crowd. Like to see, where you're typing in from. There's Dallas, Jody, Rochester, Dublin, Steve, yeah, Barbara, JD, Irvine, California, Vancouver Island. That's a pretty place, Robert. Atlanta, Hector, Melbourne, Florida, Lisa from Denver, Henderson from Texas. That's Roger from Texas, but Henderson. Roger, you had a great week last week, just reading your results. That was great. Andrew, Kentucky. Jean Marie from Ponte Vedra, right down the road. She got me a gift, and she brought it to my house, and I put her to work. I was moving my computers around inside my office. So thank you again, Jean, for that. And I got it up and running. Hey, John Toole. All right, well, let's get going. Folks, first of all, if you want to get some lessons, go to dtitrader.com/YouTube. Be sure to be a member of my T-Buzz TV in the morning. I'll give you my take on the market. I think it's a fan favorite, so to speak. It's some way to consolidate things. There's risk involved in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. There is risk in trading. Former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, author of 3 books, Winning the Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. And I work with students since 1996. At DTI, we help you master the markets through education, training, and experience. My schedule for the week, let's look at it here. 11 o'clock tomorrow, we got Train and Trade. Tomorrow night at 7, I've got Futures Plus Education. I'm going to come back around at 9 tomorrow. 9 tomorrow for Futures 3-step trade. We'll do that tomorrow night, Monday night. Tuesday, 9:45 beta session is tentative. I have to look at what's going on. 10:45 connect the dots. 11 o'clock train and trade. Wednesday we got train and trade. 8 p.m. midweek market update. I'm going to do a T-Buzz after Wednesday on the web. Wednesday night, Thursday, 11 o'clock beta. I'm going to move that Thursday time, Adam, move that time to 1:30 Thursday afternoon. It'd be 1:30 instead of 9:45 in the morning.
Got it.
Friday, train and trade, the retirement center, a real popular way to look at stocks. I'm sort of sharing what I'm doing in mine. 3 p.m. we have the weekly wrap. So that takes us through the week. And Delta 50s tomorrow night, Helen, at 7, or Monday night, that'll be Delta 50 strategy. Be actually Delta 40 this week, Futures First Education. That'll be Monday night in the Futures First. That's a pretty busy schedule, but we're going to have some time. I might add some things on if I get a chance. But that's the way we're going to start out with our schedule for the week. I think it'll be interesting. Tomorrow night, they've got a vote in the Senate. We'll see if there's any progress made there. In my opinion, if you go back and look and read my book, this date has a lot of significance to me. October 19th, 1987. It was called Black Monday. Stocks plunged over 508 points, a drop. Think about this, a drop of 22.6% in one day. That was, I started out that day, I would say a pretty wealthy 36-year-old, and ended up that day pretty well broke in the market. It taught me the importance of define risk. Does everybody know what I mean when I say define risk?
Sorry, did you say 36?
Right.
Wow.
36 years old. Yeah, I was rolling pretty good back in those days. But anyway, not on that day. But the interesting thing, multiply 22% times the current market and think about that happening. Okay. Yeah, Willis, I didn't have gray hair then either. Good point. Honestly, it took me about 6 years. The hard part was not just the money, it was the emotional battle that you had after having that kind of what I would call devastating turn. Yeah, I was at that time I was trading futures and trading stock options. I didn't believe in insurance on stock options, and that's what got me in trouble. But I'm here today. Probably, I used to tell everybody it's the worst day of my career, but it actually turned out to be the best day because it taught me a lot about not being arrogant. I call that the age of arrogance back then. And it taught me to be very prudent with everything I try to do in the market. And it's paid off big time. And having patience. 1987. That's where we stand right now with the Seven Sisters. That's a pretty strong year. If we stop right here, notice European markets are up 20%. Gold up 61%. Crude down 20. Now, folks, you got to admit, I made some gold traders, new ones last week, being short crude oil. Remember where my target on crude was for the year? or in the next 12 months? Y'all remember where I told everybody I thought it would go? We're headed that way. We're pretty good on a path to get there, aren't we? That's pretty good. Crude oil. Bonds, I told you they'd go, interest rates would be lower and they would be a buy once we got above 115. We're currently about 118. We're moving higher on bond prices and interest rates are dropping. My 10 tickers for the week. Here's what I got. I got Micron greater than 210, Tesla greater than 442, Gilead. Y'all remember when I told you on Gilead at 79.80 this stock was going to go higher? Look at it now, 124. What a stock. GLW greater than 87.55. Old line company. Apple above 255. Diamond above 467.11. Gold above 387. Silver above 49.55. TQQ above 105.55. And the QQQ above 605.55. Those are ones. Now, what I would do with this, let me just remind everybody. Take these numbers that I gave you tonight. 3 or 4 of these will pay this week. And when the alert goes off on your phone or on your computer, you pay attention and see where you are in the cycle. Set alerts. That's what I tell everybody to do with these numbers. If you can't do it fast, take a picture and do it after I finish. Probabilities for the week tomorrow, week Tuesday, Wednesday, strong Thursday, strong Friday. So maybe we're going to go and correct a little bit the first part of the week, get stronger towards the end of the week. News for the week, you got news. A lot of the government reports won't happen. If you look at this, you're supposed to have CPI, PPI this week. I doubt very seriously, unless we get the government back, they'll get back on track. Now, this is a program that has been very effective, and we're bringing it to everybody's attention tonight. We like to do that from time to time to show you the wide concentration, comprehensive way that we trade. And this is it right here, the Moonlight Trading Project. Taking advantage of that 24-hour market, put it on one day, take it off a few days later. Now, important, the profit and performance shown are not typical. About an 81% win rate with an average winner of 28%. Sign me up, right? Pretty good. Now, the market is set up for this program. That's why we're highlighting it to kick it off this week. If you look in trading, there will be some losers. No black box miracle system prints out winning trades automatically. The whole purpose is to give you an idea, a strategy to learn to use. And for folks that don't know, we got a lot of new people. I'm Tom Busby, and let me walk you through this type of trade that anyone can take from their standard brokerage account. Don't need special approval or anything like that. Now, it's not by trading penny stocks, not from chasing smoke and mirrors on the next hot AI stock. Nope, none of that. Instead, as long as you set up a certain type trade before the market's closed, it's done in the last hour of the day when it sets up. I like that. Anyone has a shot at a couple $100 more overnight? Well, most people are fast. A great way to play short-term options. While you're sleeping, it's going your way. If you look at that, this is what it's done. And this is the setup. We call it the Moonlight because you put it on, go to bed, and wake up the next day. But that's not the best part. Unlike most investors, you don't need to predict anything to target these overnight opportunities. You take advantage of that last hour of the trade day. Sometimes the stock can end up finishing the day higher, flat, or sometimes even lower and still have the opportunity to profit with the right numbers. As long as your trade is set up before the market's closed, you're good to go. Like on May 20th, anyone place that trade before the closing bell? Already you got to remember two things. Last hour and place the trade before market closes at 4. Maybe go out to dinner, even a movie. $883 on that particular trade. That's the kind of trade I like exposure-wise and way to hit it. Next day on May 21st, follow the setup. We'll teach it to you. Went out and maybe practiced a little golf, played a little golf. I did today. $789 overnight, step by step. And the markets didn't really move a lot with this strategy. May 22nd, another opportunity fired. It would take a few clicks to jump in, had the position set up the way that I do it. They could have spent the rest of the evening doing whatever they wanted. Come back to 625 bucks, folks. This adds up. And we have the opportunity to do it over and over again. Like next opportunity on May 24th. Set the quick trade before the closing bell, walk away, 664 bucks. It's a small account, automatically clocks you out with these wins when they set up, even with the stock market falling on that particular day. Now, before I get too far along, let me be very clear with you. Not every trade's going to be like that. There's bound to be winners and losers along the way. You're playing the percentages when the odds are in your favor. There's no magic instant income, but luckily this method has shown the power to pay out with a 78.2% accuracy overnight. That would have been like waking up and taking a 4 out of 5 chance with a nice payday. Follow along during the week in May, you'd gone 4 for 4 on overnight trades, added up, about 2,500 bucks. In that case, 29.12. Robin, we had about 2,500 that had to put up to take the trade. Now, today's opportunity isn't just about passing fad that will work one day and be gone the next. The driving force behind this dates all the way back to 1993. But it wasn't until recently that folks like you and me could actually take advantage of it. The CBOE launched a new way to take advantage of nighttime moves in the option market. The exact blueprint of how to start tapping into these overnight opportunities, plus invited you to take the next one with me. Target an extra couple $100 more this week. As I mentioned ago, my name's Tom Busby. Started professional trading back in the 1970s. In 1992, this is important. I was one of only 50 people to be handpicked by the CME to receive my very own Globex terminal. This is the forerunner to electronic trading outside of Chicago. I even helped manage the firm so successful it was eventually bought out by Morgan Stanley. Now, I've been on a mission to help everyday folks tap into some of the same methods that have been kept away from the average Joe. Like Bruce said, when you follow me, you make money. That's all. That's a strong statement. Thank you, Bruce. I'm committed to helping you all the way through the trade. Bob said the program is amazing. It's up over 2,000 on that particular program. Emmanuel said he likes the way I train and teach the strategies behind the trade. Today, if you join me, we're going to build on those testaments. Now, the special type trade with a few clicks inside your brokerage account almost every single day it sets up, you can use it. When it works out, it pays you anywhere from $600, $700, $800 while you sleep. Now, I believe we're rolling this all new Moonlight Trading Project perfect time. No matter how you stand, folks use a little bit of extra help right now more than ever. In the past few years, seen the price of just about everything skyrocket due to a number of factors. Inflation was hitting a 40-year high last year. Interest rates were at peak levels for longer than anyone expected. Global conflicts impacting supply chains, raw materials, and imports. We got one of those now, and you probably felt this firsthand. Car prices have risen. Housing risen. Now, gas prices are starting to come down, but are still high relative to what they were a few years back. Across the board, prices have gone up faster than they have since the 80s. It's left a lot of folks unsure about their future. We know one thing: expenses go higher. In fact, running out of money is your number one fear if you're in retirement age. The sad fact is, I truly believe many people, young and old, run out of money far too fast, unless you have a way to let your money work for you. That's what this is all about. You see, folks seem to think they save up a certain amount of money, invest in the stock market, and the market hopefully goes up every year, then in 2022, and then live off the capital gains. But that's just not possible anymore for many people. According to our researchers, the average Joe spends about $5,000 per month, and that's really just the bare necessities. And if you have $500,000 in a retirement account now, at a 6% growth, withdrawing $5,000 a month to use for bills, you're out of money in 10 years. Not a place to be, right? If you have $250,000, it's even worse. Out of money in 4 years. Right now, folks need a way to replenish their accounts to keep it from drying up. Pick up a second job. You don't want to do that. But moonlighting the late hours in the stock market is the way to go, in my opinion. Let's try that different approach. Let's add those after you get educated, where you add $600 or $700, $800 overnight. It starts adding up. All by moonlighting in the stock market. Extra buffer, and extra steam for your account. And as we'll show you with this strategy, when a $250,000 account is on a 6% gain goes broke in 4 years, according to our back testing extensive research, the same account investing even only $5,000 per trade continued to grow 6 figures with the Moonlight Trading Project based on our percentages. Learn this, folks. Learn it. And including the withdrawals that people have to make to cover their bills. It's all thanks to the method behind this strategy that we've come up with to help you, show you the power to play in both whether the market goes up or down. Take a look at what happened last September. In the back half of the month, things wasn't so pretty in the stock market, were they? Heat of the election, fears of looming recession right around the corner, fully invested in the stock market made next to nothing. Most people would have lost money. Let's say someone put $2,500 in a call option during that time. That's the amount we'll refer to with these examples today. Thanks to time decay, chop around that, you would have lost 100% of that investment. A minus 100%. It'd gone poof. We don't want that to happen. But with the Moonlight Trading Project, our data shows that folks could have seen a much different result. The first trade we did in September, $705 in profit, $664 on trade number 2, $705 on trade number 3, and trade number 4, 5, $705. You see where we're going here? 625. 6 overnight opportunities in a row, some even when the markets took a steep drop. Instead of losing everything, folks who traded the normal way would have made $4,151, $4,000 instead of losing $2,000. Paying off some bills, doing some things, building up your emergency fund. These are the kind of things you can do with the right strategy. And replenishing your nest egg is the big thing. And the best part is that money could have been made while folks were sleeping away like a baby. That's the ultimate moonlighting gig. No burning the midnight oil, up late staying at charts or computer screens. As long as the trade is set before the 4 p.m. close, you're good to go. This example is really important to highlight, especially with the volatility and uncertainty ahead. I've seen way too many traders cough up their gains during market drops and chop like we saw in September. That's why I go to the sidelines and typically wait it out. But with the Moonlight Trading Project, we're just not keeping our head above water. We actually had a shot of making money during some pretty ugly market conditions. And turn what looks like a dreadful chart into a big win. Now, I don't know about you. This isn't designed for home run positions. It's designed for consistency and stepping up your count block by block. But instead of helping anyone target some extra income with steady approach, one that can scale over time, I'm not saying 6 winners back to back is something that happens regularly or automatically. There's bound to be good days and bad days in trading. I'm definitely not telling you to go out, quit your job, or go all in on the next moonlight opportunity. Quite the opposite. What I'm showing you today is to help supplement your income with a chance to target what could be some really steady profits virtually every day the market is open. Leverage a very specific market force that I don't think anyone else has taken advantage of. Now, we worked incredibly hard to optimize this method to help stack the probability in our favor so that nearly 80% of the time when the opportunity fires, odds are in your favor. Now, of course, nothing's ever guaranteed. However, with this winning proposition, I expect to be on the right side. Winning 4 out of 5 nights, each one targeting right around $700 by morning. Like the next 3 opportunities would have popped up, 664 on October the 9th, 705 on October the 10th, and 625 on overnight trade. These opportunities are setting up in this kind of market. Each one could have automatically closed out for you the next day. And that's not even including the next moonlight opportunity that hit 705 there on October the 18th, while the market sank lower, putting the grand total of about 2,700 over that 1 week period. And again, that's not money that would buy you a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. We're not chasing after lofty, unrealistic goals here. We're trying to grind our way to success. But that 2,700 would have been more than twice the average take-home pay that week. 2,700 going toward paying down your mortgage. 2,700 giving folks extra breathing room. The reason that we can take advantage of this market force in a way we never could before is because of this new type of option listed by the CBOE just recently. The moonlight opportunity wasn't available for folks like you and me in the past. But what the CBOE did, and that's the Chicago Board Option Exchange did, was launch daily options on a few tickers that we can use to target extra income overnight. These zero-dated options, around 24 hours to expiration, you have access to these inside your regular brokerage account. We know we have a chance to target roughly $700 by the time the next day rolls around with this particular setup. Take a look at what happened back on June 11th. Back in June, things wasn't looking so good for the U.S. economy, but inflation was still running higher than expected. Fed was forced to keep interest rates sky high. But like I mentioned, the strategy doesn't care what's going on in the economy, politics overall. It's taking advantage of this particular opportunity from the Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Like on June 11th, anyone following along, place that query, $746 overnight on that day. This strategy is worthy to learn and worthy to execute. Rinse and repeat. Next day, June 12th, not much going on during the day. It was like watching paint dry, $625 overnight. But we're not done just yet. June 13th, stock market was pretty weak from the market open until the close. Overnight, it wasn't much different. Most people would walk away with zero from that move, zero return, or using this strategy, you would have made $664. You tell me which one you want to do. And then again, the following day, another $625. Placing the trade with the Moonlight trading price is no different than trading Apple or Amazon. No strategy wins all the time. I want to remind you this. That's why you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's why I tell you use level bets. My goal is to do everything in our power to help you limit these losses. After all, no one likes to place losing trades. That's why our team worked tirelessly over the next few months, getting this method perfected by the steps, whether it goes up or down. Now, of course, just showed you a week where folks could have banked an extra $2,661 using this strategy during one of the worst times in the stock market. So it's definitely designed to work in all market conditions, up or down. Just like with strategies I've been using with my top students for years, Robert made $2,000 on that one today. Everyone should be part of it. $36.56 on a single day profit by Hugh. By the way, Hugh sent a statement to show it and prove it. And then there's Ken who said, it's simple. It's a great tool trade, picked up an extra $3,200 a day. This should orient you, motivate you, and tell you, learn these strategies. They work, folks, by following what we teach. Select the option, the time to do it, I told you, put it in and let it work. Most people think about buying options. But instead of just buying options outright, like most people do, we use that special type of trade on these daily options to collect. And it has nothing to do with naked options. We're talking about defined risk. Here's how I'd like to explain it. How many of you have insurance with one of these companies? Geico, State Farm, or Aflac. They're drawing insurance payments from you for that catastrophe in the future, correct? They just sit back, collect insurance premiums on folks month after month. We do the exact same thing, but we do it in the stock market with this strategy, taking overnight payment by collecting premiums on other folks' respective option bets time and time again. Collecting these premiums in the stock market is very unique because when the clock ticks, about 24 hours at the expiration on any given day, they're calculated in a standard amount of premium for each hour of the day, premium for holding at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, and so forth. Assumes this means from 9:30 opening bell all the way to 4 p.m. The normal trading hours. But here's the secret. What most people don't realize. There's bonus premium in there if you put it on the day before in the overnight hours. You don't get paid on the premiums during the day. You get paid on the overnight premiums. That's what our strategy is. And you get this, it's most of the premium case while the market's closed, right? You're able to sidestep a lot of market volatility. You still get paid by using this overnight strategy. Ultimate moonlighting gig. It's like what would have happened on November the 18th. Could have spent your day, looking at those charts. I've done that and you've done it. Everybody's done it. Or take about 30 seconds to place the special type trade we're going to teach you. Capture those bonus premiums. Clocked out for the day, and sure enough, $883 on that one. And the best part is, with this method I'm using, I have a shot to collect even if the stock market goes slightly against us. Selling that premium, like the very next day on November 19th, actual S&P fell overnight. Invested in S&P were licking their wounds. We made $625. Of course, you can just go out and blindly pick any option. You got to learn this strategy. In that case, everyone would be doing it by now. They're not. I'll show you everything you need to know through the master class we put together to teach this. It's simple and straightforward. Anyone can start targeting extra $600, $700, $800 overnight by moonlight in the stock market from the comfort of your sofa. As you soon see, place these trades is no harder than shooting a layup. Doesn't matter where you live or who you have your brokerage account with. You've been trading for 35 years or longer, or you're just getting started. This is a great strategy to let the market work for you. Now I'm holding a live step-by-step workshop to show you exactly how you can start targeting these payouts on Moonlight Trading projects. You'll be invited to join me as we go through it, get questions answered, show you the simple setup. And once you get your hands on the step-by-step video course, you'll be amazed how clear-cut it really is. You're able to start using it. No lengthy period of waiting. Look for the setup and you execute. Like you could have done last August 15th, hitting a few buttons, locked and loaded for the trade for the night. Select the trade, send it off, go back to your normal day. 705 on that day. Pretty standard returns on the setups that pay. And then the next day, $746 on August 16th. Now, if you want in on the next one, here's how it works. Special surprise. I'll target one of these Moonlight trades on camera for you, target an extra $700 by morning in that class. That way you can follow along with me as we get in, watch over my shoulder, copy and paste the trade in a matter of minutes. Once the trade's set, we wait, go to bed, get up. Has to be set before the day closes. Access to the live workshop so they can start learning. Subscribe to the service, the Moonlight Trading Club. We have a best deal tonight. Service solely dedicated to targeting extra income overnight thanks to Extra Income. Power to pay around $700 on average and extra income each time we have a winner. And today, I invite you to join me in the Moonlight Trading Club. Once we get an entry, I would personally recommend this to anybody who would listen, and we do it with my own money. I'll let you know right away, up to 5 alerts, opportunities per week, and that's up 200 plus. That gives you about 200 type trades like this over the course of a year. We'll get all your questions answered. We'll make sure you understand it and follow along with you as we walk you through the Moonlight Trading Club. It's all in there, entries, time, where to exit. We'll show you how to find these for each of these income opportunities. Each alert, follow along if you choose, just like what happened on November 7th. That's $700 on that night. Very consistent if you look at the way it sets up. And had you taken a trade, turned out the rest of the day, went out and did whatever you wanted to do, a little golf with some buddies, or the evening, like I did there, tossing that football. I did that last night. $664 overnight. Now, don't feel like you need to be sitting next to your computer all day long. You just need to be there that last hour to check. Now, the trade will be posted by 2:30 Eastern. That way you have plenty of time to get in before the markets close for the day. Experience the Moonlight Trading Club with us, as hands-free as possible. Learn it, use it, and take it. That's why alongside with email alerts, we also include cell phone and telephone alerts. So while you're out and about, you can always take advantage. Got the email, take the trade if you choose, and sure enough, $625 overnight. Between those two trades alone, that's $1,289, less than 48 hours. Moonlight in the late hours of the night. Could have been out to lunch with some of your friends, Jeff and Adam, Jonathan at the beach, hanging out with your grandkids like I was doing right there, or teaching a class at our world-class trading expo. And simply caught the alert before the close, walked away with $1,289 on those two trades. In fact, I made this trade so easy to follow, so hard than riding a bike. Simple as possible, nothing complicated, easy to understand, and teaching you to be as accurate as possible. We've isolated the best days to trade this trade where the premiums are right and the markets are stable. All the way to 78% accuracy, 4 out of 5 nights. Everything you need to know, increase your odds, simply apply that doing here in this master class. But not just that. Like I mentioned earlier, the reason that we can now take advantage of the Moonlight trades is because of a new type of option listed by the CBOE. Let's take advantage of it. Just like I had that Globex terminal, this is an opportunity as these options become known far and wide. Zero dated options, about 24 hours into expiration. Turn to Wall Street, you see where Wall Street's going with this. Let's be there waiting on them to show up and pay us. That's the secret sauce behind what makes these Moonlight trading opportunities hum. So in our second class, I'll walk you through everything I believe you need to know about these powerful options. How to use them for income or outsized gains. There's ways to tilt it and make it work even better. And it's important for you to pay attention. Just hear what the students have been saying. Ed, easy to follow, entry and exit. The benefits more than trading success, you get confidence as you rely on your own setups and grow your account. Or Kenneth P, I will train you, no doubt about it. If I'm here talking about it tonight, you will learn how to do this. Now, regardless of how good the back-tested approach results are, not every trade is going to be work out. So you'd ever risk more than you can afford to lose in any one single trade. And lucky you don't have to. You can take the Moonlight trades for as little as $80, one contract on average, to learn it, then grow it. If you start small, that's okay. That's probably the best way to do it. Straightforward Moonlight income opportunities. Scale it over time. That's why it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're young or old, you can take advantage of this. Been trading for over 10 years in just a few months. I want to invite you to join me for this week's training and learn the Moonlight Trading Club. As in a 1 month span, pretty good stuff there. You add it up. Now we can price this membership up to $39.97, but if you join tonight, we're not going to run anything close to that. We're hoping to bring in about 199 new members at a steep discounted price. Be one of the very first to walk through it this week. Each one designed to target extra income overnight. Now you're probably wondering what it will cost. Get about paying $29.97, $19.97. But don't exit. You got a better deal. The best deal ends soon. For new members today, 2 special bonuses to kick off your new Moonlight Trading Club membership. In fact, when you account for all the trade examples, winner and losers, you look at what would have been a net profit of $11,944. If you compare that to S&P during that same time frame, it's not even close. You tell me, make $648 being invested in the market or $11.94 using this technique with these zero dated options. Now, of course, we can't promise future results, can't protect against losses. That's not a genie. However, I do want to make this description feel as a complete no-brainer for you today. In fact, my goal is to have these trades cover the membership fee as fast as possible. That's why I'm going to spend time training. And thank you. This has been the best service already made back his entire subscription cost within 2 weeks. That's Bob from Cutler Bay. Or Whitney wrote $500 plus on that. Now, watching right now, get the same experience as Bob and Whitney. Get that head start today with this price. We'll take the first win over me, and I've shown you countless times today, $700 overnight. First win on me, credit towards your membership. Won't be to $19.97. We'll cut the price down to $12.97 for new members. Best deal ends soon. Take advantage of it. If you're ready to take action, put the Moonlight Trading Club to work for you. You want to be one of the first to click the link about to post in the chat. Post it, Adam, let them see it. And if you're ready for your very first Moonlight income trade, let's get started. Go through it, then click the link in the chat now. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC. Or call 904-706-3532 if you got any questions. Take the best deal membership tonight. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC. or call 904-706-3532. Claim your new membership. Do not close the next page. You get an opportunity there. I recommend you doing that. Teach you how to double the profit opportunity each and every Moonlight. Epic setups this week. Pay attention. Special offer is only available for folks who claim it tonight or today for upgrade lifetime. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC or call 904-706-3532. Now, if you're a gold member, you know who you are. These are our people that know and buy into all the services. We got a special deal for you. If you want to claim your new membership, call, talk to them. They'll tell you about it. 904-706-3532. You'll get lifetime access by converting tonight to the Moonlight Trading Club. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC. The clock's a ticking. The trades are setting up, and we will do it this week. As most of the premium decays while the markets are closed, sidestep a lot of the danger. And when things work out, you'll get paid in that 24 hours. You know the percentages, you know the risk, just like what happened on November the 18th. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC, or you take about 30 seconds to place that trade before the market's closed, clocked it out the next day, headed out to dinner or a movie for the night, go and swing sweeps, practice golf, sure enough, the next day, $883 overnight. And the best part is, with this method, you have a shot to collect even when the stock market goes up or down. Like what happened on November the 19th. S&P actually fell overnight. Cashed in with a $625 overnight thing. Take advantage of it. How much money do you need? $80 is the minimum bet. No trade. Every trade will not be a winner. Of course not. No strategy wins 100% of the time. I want to put that out front. This is based on percentages, probabilities, and the fact CBOE gives us this opportunity with these zero dated options. Extremely profitable for those who stick to what we teach. Should you be worried about more downside to markets? That's the beauty of this. You're not holding positions for weeks, you're holding for days. Can you trade it in an IRA or 401k? Absolutely. It's retirement account friendly. Now, the next trade, after we do the class, you'll know the numbers. You'll know that share. How I know if it's right for fit your trading style, you got 14 days to try it out. I'm sure anyone can make the Moonlight trades work them, but I also give new members a 14-day money-back guarantee. How do you start your own Moonlight trading project to stock market? Click the link in the chat and I'll show you. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC. The beauty of the Moonlight Trading Club, is that it sets up just about every day, unless there's a special report or something you have to avoid. And once you learn what we teach, you look for these parameters and criteria and put the trade on. You know what the odds are? You play the odds. Call 904-706-3532. If you got a question, do it. That's the way it works. Any questions outside of what I answered? No, that's Robin. There's a VIP. It's in there. They got the link for you if you want to upgrade it. Walker asks, how long do the up to 5 alerts per week last? Walker, your skill grows as you do these trades. They're pretty well set up just about every day except on special report days, okay? Yeah, Robin, just contact Jeffrey. He'll get your VIP set up, okay? We'll go through the training. this week, make sure everybody's got it down, and then we'll kick it off where everybody starts out with the same level of knowledge and education. These are the kind of strategies that help you while the rest of the world's trying to figure up or down, right? And so our job is to try to give you these strategies to use. And as you learn these strategies, you recognize how they set up and how they work. And that's the beautiful thing about education. All right, folks, it's going to be a great week. And yes, Robin, it'll be near the market closes, the training. I'll do it right during that heart of that period. Okay? Yeah, Walter, there is. Once you click the link after you join, Mike, there's a way to do that. You probably, who do you do your trades through, Mike? Yeah, after you sign up, Walter will be there. There you go, Mike. You answered your own question. I like that. Folks, it's going to be a good week. Listen up. We'll be patient. And when the setups are there, we're going to take our opportunities like we always do. What's going on in the market? We're very close. Let me tell you, I think it's very bullish tonight. And once we get above, let me give you the number I'm looking for. Once you get above 67.55, we start putting chips on the table. Remember that number for the week. Write it down. Everybody got it? Yeah, use DTI as your referral code. There's your ES number. Write that number down. 67.55 turns the market into push the chips on the table. So I saved it to the end to give it to you. What I post in TNT tomorrow, I'll give you my top 5. We're going to have a great week. Y'all ready for a great week like we had last week? You know, we traded oil. We did the T-Bus 3-step. We just hit it right and left in a market most people lost money. We didn't. Step by step. Get involved with the moonlight. Let's make it happen. Okay? Thank you for being here, Adam. It's been a long time since I had that many slides. Take your right hand and slap you in the face, boy. Giving Adam a hard time. My songwriter. All right, Jennifer, let's see you make some money this week. Be smart, be disciplined, okay? It's a tough game, but you can do it by practicing and educating yourself. You got one number going tonight and nobody else has. The number is 67.55. Set an alert on that number. I'm doing it right now. Y'all have a great night. I'll see everybody in the morning. And remember, it's Monday. Perfect.